Hello everyone, it is Monday, I think is when this one will be going up, and that means it's time for a draft video. I post one every Monday and Thursday on my channel. We're doing more Ixalan, and I'll be back with you guys when the draft fires. Okay, well, I think this is actually a relatively easy pick. This isn't a terrible pack or anything, but I think Snapping Sailback is just an excellent card, and there's nothing else quite on the level of Snapping Sailback in this pack. Tishana's Wayfinder, Tilanali's Knight are both pretty solid cards that I could see first picking in a super weak pack, but I would probably still just take like the gold card over those because it has a much higher ceiling. There's some unplayable cards in this pack, basically. I think Raider's Wake and Blinding Fog are pretty terrible. I'm not a huge Swashbuckling fan, but most of the cards in this pack are decent. It's just like a ticket. So we'll go ahead and take Snapping Sailback here, which was our initial plan. Okay, no like great green card in this pack, but I don't think there's great anything in this pack, honestly. This one is a weak one. Our opponent, our pod mate, passed us, took the rare, and like Inspiring Cleric is pretty solid. But I think Tishana's Wayfinder is just better, and I think that's just what I'll take here. Just take another green card. Shaper Apprentice can be pretty good. You do have to end up in a Merfolk deck for it to be at its best, though. And I think just staying green for now is perfectly fine. And this is a good card, one that I like a lot, so. Okay, well, this kind of makes me want to go Merfolk, but Blossom Dryad is in this pack too, and I think I just take it. It just lets me, ramp into things, and that's pretty good. Paladin of the Bloodstained, Run Aground are both fine, but I think Blossom Dryad is pretty comparable in power level to all these cards, and we might as well just see what's open. Okay, well. Wanted Scoundrels, it's a very swingy card, and that's not something I love at all. But in a deck with Pirates Cutlasses, it's pretty gross. That's where I've had the most success with it, where I just like turn 2 Scoundrels, turn 3 Cutlass, and the opponent usually can't do much about that. But there's also a Water Tap Weaver, which I think is a good card. The question is, do I think Glorifier of Dusk is better? It's close. I think Water Tap Weaver is pretty good. It also would push us into Merfolk, more or less. Glorifier is good. I guess I'm gonna go for the Glorifier. I think it is better, and we already have a little bit of ramp, so playing it on turn 4 isn't out of the question. So let's just take the white card here. Okay. So I have both Inspiring Cleric and Bishop Soldier here. Those are really what I'm looking at. Shining Aerosaur is fine, but we need some lower curve for sure. This pack actually also has a Dragon Skull Summit, so that's cool. Run Aground is here too, which is good, but I think I'll just take one of these white cards. Which one? I guess I'm going to take the Cleric over the Vampire here. I do need 2 drops, but I think I'll pick them up. Right? I'll pick them up. Say that sometimes, and then you never get them. The Cleric works well with our Glorifier too. It basically gives us another free activation of making this into Sarah Angel, which is not bad. We do already have 2 cards that do stuff with +1/+1 counters. That's not a bad thing. Okay, well. Interesting. So Grim Captain's Call is cool. You have to be green-black to make it work. But we could do that. I mean, we already have 1 Merfolk and 1 Dinosaur, and I've really wanted to build around it. And so what I'm giving up here, I mean, I guess Sheltering Light is a decent trick. And that's what I would be giving up here. And in a sense, I would be giving these up as well. So it's a little more complicated than just like, I'm going to lose Sheltering Light if I take Grim Captain's Call. I mean, yeah. I guess I'll take Sheltering Light here. That's probably the responsible thing to do. Grim Captain's Call is like no guarantee you can actually make it work, even if you do end up in green-black. Like, things just have to go pretty well. And if they do, it's awesome, I think. Again, I haven't played with it yet myself. Haven't had it cast against me either. Okay. I think we take another Blossom Dryad here. Sky Terror is nice, of course, if you're in those colors. Yeah, I mean, Sailor Means, Direfleet Interloper, Looming Altasaur. These are all fine cards, but Blossom Dryad is good too. So Kinjali's Collar is worth looking at here. I think it's just what we take. We only have 1 dinosaur right now, but green-white is definitely a dinosaur color pair. So I think we take it over like Queen's Agent, which is pretty underwhelming. Also gives us a low drop, which we did not have yet. We don't have any 2s still. Okay, so Queen's Commission or Legion Conquistador. I think just the Commission's better for us. Gains us life, which could matter for a Glorifier. And I don't like Blinding Fog very much. The Conquistador is fine, but it's really only going to be at its best in a Vampire deck. Okay, well, what is... I mean, we could take Blinding Fog. I guess it's an okay sideboard card. So yeah, if I don't end up with like 5 or 6 dinosaurs, I'd probably cut the collar, but maybe one of those ancient Brontodons will come back. We're kind of in a place where we can actually make that work. Jade Guardian came all the way back. I mean, it's fine on its own, and we already have one other Merfolk. We may end up with a few more to make it even better. So, do I want a Cobbled Wings for my sideboard or a Ritual? Some people have talked about, they think this card's good and I should stop passing it, but I disagree. If you saw my set review, you know I gave it an F, so I'm not even going to take it for my sideboard. Cards like that, equipment like that just isn't very good, basically. Like, all it does is give your guy flying. You have to have a creature that's big enough for that to matter, and you have to have a creature with... I mean, that's basically it. You have to have a creature who already has good stats, basically. Other equipment is better when it doesn't matter what the stats of your creature are, basically, because it makes them so much better. And it's just not going to do anything if you're behind. I mean, it can help you break out of a board stall sometimes, but if it's a real board stall, there's reach in play or something, you know. Okay, so we have Emissary of Sunrise, we have Legion's Judgment, and we have Blossom Dryad, which I like all of. I think I'm going to take the Emissary. Legion Judgment is certainly good, but I mean, we don't really have removal yet, other than our Sailback. But the Emissary is pretty great, so I'm going to go ahead and take it. Okay, Adonto Vanguard is a nice little 2-drop. We're almost like a vampire deck. I guess we have Vampire, Dinosaur, and Merfolk already, so maybe if we see another Grim Captain's Call, maybe it'll be worth it. So do I take the removal spell or the good 2-drop? Bonded Horncrest is pretty good, by the way, but removal or 2-drop? Both are things we're lacking. I'm going to go with the 2-drop. I don't think of that card as premium removal. Otherwise, obviously, I would have taken it. It's removal, certainly, but there's definitely matchups where you play against people who have like no cards you can target with it, or far too few, like 1 or 2. Like especially if you play pirates or merfolk or vampires, if you're playing against them, you're just not going to be able to do much. Okay, so we do have a giant dinosaur here, but I'm kind of just leaning towards taking the Wayfinder. Grim Captain's Call and Tempest Call are both good, but this is such a huge build around. Slash of Talons is fine, but not an exciting removal spell. I think I'd rather just have another Wayfinder. So we're exploring a decent amount here. So if we got the green Explore payoff, I wouldn't hate that. There was a Brontodon in there. I mean, it was worth thinking about. Hello. Yeah, I think here we take Aegisaur. Ashes of the Abhorrent doesn't... It's bad and limited. Blossom Dryad, Raptor Companion, Sheltering Light. Ixali's Diviner. I would take all of those, but we're going to take the big dinosaur here, who has a very powerful Enrage trigger. Yeah, we definitely need some removal. Our deck doesn't feel like it's going to be one of the more synergistic ones in this format, but that's probably okay. I mean, I think our deck looks good despite that. So yeah, we have like at least 2 vampires. We might even have more. Speaking of which, there's Grim Captain's Call. Dinosaur, Vampire, Merfolk. So we have like 2 of each of those, I think. 3. I think this is a vampire, actually. Yeah, it is. So do we want to take a Grim Captain's Call here and see if we can make that work? Obviously, we don't have any good way to splash yet. We could take a Conquistador because if we pick up another one, we'll definitely be playing it. Sunrise Seeker. It's not very exciting. I guess I'm going to take a Conquistador here. Maybe I should just take Grim Captain's Call. Let's do it. I like this card too much, and I haven't gotten to play it yet. See if we can make it work. Okay, well, there's, this card really wants us to be playing a bunch of Merfolk, and we have 2, 3, which I don't think is quite enough yet, but we could get enough. I mean, what else am I going to take out of this pack? Tillinolly's Knight is nice, but everything else in this pack isn't very good for us. Pirate's Cutlass is great if you're the pirate deck. I think I'll take the River Herald's Boon here. It's not, I think we need a few more Merfolk to feel good about that. Well, here's a source of fixing, and here's something big and scary to ramp into. I think I'm going to take the fixing, though, because I want to splash Grim Captain's Call and see if that'll work for us. Slash of Talons is fine, but this is a really good card, Ranging Raptors, and it's foil. So, okay, we do need a 2-drop, so I think we just take that. I do like Stormfleet Spy. It's the best card in this pack for sure. So, dinosaur. We have 3 dinosaurs now. Yeah, I guess we'll take an Encampment Keeper. Don't think it'll make the cut. This might not either, though. Okay, so here's a Conquistador. I think we take that. It is another Vampire for what that's worth. Okay, now I'll take a Slash of Talons. I'm happy to pick one up that late. It's definitely not a great card, but it's one that makes the cut when you're low on removal. Heartstopper's nice, but probably not for us. So Grim Captain's Call. Vampire. You're a vampire. And you're a vampire. So we have 3 vampires. We have, I think, 3 dinosaurs. And we have 3 merfolk. So that's not bad. I think I'm going to try to make this work. Obviously, it's best if you have all 4, but there's no way for us to get pirates in this color pair without splashing. But just having 3 that you can get back is pretty good. I think. I guess I'll take the Chalice here. And a Rummaging Goblin. Okay. More stuff to ramp into wouldn't hurt, but in the end, we've only got these 2 Blossom Dryads for ramp. Fell Flagship. That's not really worth it unless you are a pirate deck, and we are not. Dark Nourishment's a thing that's not terrible to splash. It's not great either. But I could think about it. I think I'll probably just take a 2-drop here, though. And I think I'll take one that has a relevant creature type for Grim Captain's Call. I like Ixalan's Keeper okay, but taking Raptor Companion is probably just better for us. So, Companion it is. It's not obviously what you want to be first picking, but that's what we're going to do. Oh, man. River's Rebuke and Air Elemental are in this pack. That's cool. So here's another Merfolk. There's also a Bright Reprisal, though, and it's not a great card by any means, but we're so low on removal that I think I'm going to take it. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Done. I don't think you're going to be worth it. Kinjali's Collar. Might cut Ixalan's Keeper. Might cut River Herald's Boon. River Herald's Boon is more likely, actually, so I think for now we'll move it over there. Ooh, Raging Swordtooth. How many of my creatures do you kill? 1, 2. That's basically it. I could splash that instead. It's obviously quite strong. I could also just take a 2-drop with a relevant creature type for Grim Captain's Call and our Jade Guardian. We have 2 creatures with Enrage, and right now we only have 1 creature really that dies to it. So I guess you die to it if I don't, and so do these tokens. That might get cut. Do I abandon my Grim Captain's Call plan and take a Sword Tooth, or do I stick to the plan and take a 2-drop? I think I'm going to take the Sword Tooth. It's just too strong. It means we're splashing red, which I think we can get away with just 1 mountain and ranging raptors. I mean, it's not the best fixing, but I think that's what we'll do. I think we take a keeper here. Yeah. New Horizons helps us ramp and stuff. But are we really a ramp deck? I guess it's also fixing for our Sword Tooth. So I guess that's worth it. Yeah, it's worth it. Another Canopy Druid. Blossom Dryad. Here's a Vampire. And it's a pretty solid one. I think it's just what I take here. We don't really need another Blossom Dryad. Crushing Canopy is a good sideboard card, but we already have one. I mean, sometimes you wish you had more than one, but usually one's enough. So yeah, I'll take this. Okay, so do we want to crash the Ramparts? Or another Encampment Keeper, which we're probably not playing. I'm probably not playing either of these cards, but I might play the Ramparts. Another Slash of Talons. They do get worse in multiples, but I think that's just what we take here. If I were really brave, I'd splash Grim Captain's Call and Raging Swordtooth, but I don't think I quite have the fixing for that. Okay, Demystify for my sideboard. This might be the end of our getting playable cards. I'll take another Slash of Talons, though. I mean, that's not a bad card to have for your sideboard. Against people with lots of small creatures, it's actually pretty good. I'm only going to mainboard 1, I think, but... yeah, sure. Another Queen's Commission. I don't know that I'm going to run the one I have, but I might. I don't hate the Altosaur. So we may have actually picked up enough dinosaurs there late that... Where's our Kinjali's Collar? Where'd she run off to? Wow, those should really... I mean, they're not amazing, but I want one in most of my black decks, so I'm surprised to see it there that late. There she is. So... yeah. Am I brave enough to splash both? No. I think the Sword Tooth is just going to be better in, like, most situations. And we even have a couple cards with Enrage, so that's cool. So let's group creatures separately. In the end, we didn't get a ton of removal, but we have some. So let's look at our creature types here. See if it's going to be worth it to run try to run Grim Captain's Call. My guess is probably not, but I could be wrong. We ended up with, I think we definitely ended up with enough dinosaurs for Kinjali's Collar. You guys don't have relevant creature types. Sorry. Neither do you. You do. And you also do. Okay. Well, we definitely have a nice sort of mix, but it's probably not enough. Like if every one of our creatures in this deck was one of these 3 creature types, it would probably be worth it, but it's not going to be. So, and I think the Sword Tooth's just going to be better. We do have a Raptor companion now who dies to it. And these are going to die to it. I'm definitely cutting one of those. I might even cut both and just call that my deck. I don't have like any vampire payouts. I mean, I guess Bellowing Aegisaur is good with them. So that's worth keeping in mind. Would I rather have it or Paladin of the Bloodstained or Looming Altosaur? I may just start the Altosaur in my sideboard. Yeah, in the end. I think we still have enough dinosaurs to make Kinjali's Collar worth it, but That's going to come out of our sideboard against an opponent with like low toughness, high power creatures. But I like the look of our deck. It should be fun. We're going to run 1 mountain, and then we have 2 sources of fixing. So I think the Swordtooth would be nice. We've got a little bit of ramp going on, so playing one of these 5s on turn 4 is awesome. That's going to be one of the ideal things for our deck to do. So, yeah, that's probably about right. Let's check here. Sort by color. One of these days I'll make a Grim Captain's Call deck. I'll do it. Yeah, that's good, I think. 881. I have the Blossom Dryads to help me with double colored costs if I need to. I don't have a lot of them. I guess I just have 1, so never mind. But yeah, I think in an 18 creature deck we want Sheltering Light. Yeah. All right, well, I will see you guys in the first match of this draft, and yeah. All right, so we're going to the first match of an Ixalan Draft. We would like to play first. And I think this is a reasonable hand. I mean, it's not amazing. We don't have a play until turn 3, but it's fine. You know, there's an okay chance I would have gotten a better hand with a mulligan, but not significantly better, I don't think. I mean, we do have a ton of 2-drops, so I guess drawing one of them might have been nice. So we have Queen's Commission and I guess Glorifier of Dusk eventually. Okay, I'm actually going to play this. Because if I draw a land, it means I can play Glorifier of Dusk next turn. Alright, we did not draw a land. But I think that's probably okay. Try to decide if I want to leave mana up for Sheltering Light here. Oh, I guess I'll have it up no matter what. So, I think I'm going to play the more expensive spell here. I can always untap my land with my Dryad to use Sheltering Light. Yeah, these plus Raging Swordtooth, probably not the wisest, but, you know, it's whatever. Okay, Direfleet Hoarder. Okay. Yeah, I think we definitely play Priest of the Bloodstained here. I'm gonna kill so many of my own vampire tokens. But it's whatever. I should probably just like let them die, you know. Ideally, I'll be blocking with them anyway, so... Damn, our opponent is 4-color good stuff, which you don't see a ton of in this format. You can definitely do it with the treasure, but... Oh, good. Good. And we don't have the mana to use for Bright Reprisal. We can make a permanent indestructible, which isn't bad. Yeah, so I'm going to play my Vanguard here. So if we make him pay 7 and then keep our creature alive and get a scry out of it, that's could be worse, for sure. For sure. Alright, well... I'm going to try to block this guy. I'm sure my opponent will do something. Yeah, probably. It'll actually be pretty sweet if what he does is in response kill this so that he kills this, and then I can use Sheltering Light. Oh no, never mind. It won't be enough damage. Actually, should I block with more than... Nah. Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Okay, I guess I let that happen if that's what he wants to do. I don't really want to use Sheltering Light to keep my token alive, and I don't need to kill that thing. I could use it just to keep my paladin alive. Man. That's obnoxious. Okay, now I am going to use it, but now I can't kill his guy, so that's not awesome. You're going on the bottom. What I really need is a land. Alright. So if I get a land, I can use Bright Reprisal on this thing, and yeah, it'll get to kill something, but... Okay, Stormfleet Aerialist. Yeah, we're getting owned pretty hard here. There is a land. Okay, so do I just leave mana up for Bright Reprisal? Yeah, I think we probably do. I am going to attack with my Vanguard here. Right, we get in for 3, drop them to 16. Aw. Okay. Do I just take this to my face? Probably. Yeah. We'll go to 10. So I guess our opponent's splashing white for Magan, which is Urvora. Why do I think this is called Magan? Oh, Butcher of Magan. Okay, but yeah, we're not in a great position to win this game, in case you didn't know. I mean, it could be worse, I guess, but... Oh. Well, we get in for some damage there. I guess we just play Glorifier of Dusk here. It is large. Has that going for it. I'm not really able to pay life right now, though. Not ideally, anyway. Yeah, that does obviously just let him attack. Okay, so I'm going to declare this block. And I think I'm going to do this as well. I guess he can kill one of these. Maybe I should just take... Should I just be taking 5 here? Or no, it's more than 5. It's 7. Hold on a second here. Reset blockers. So yeah, we're blocking there, but I think... I do have to double block this thing, which is a joy. I guess I can triple block it. What the hell? If my opponent has Skullduggery, I'm going to be sad, but... He can definitely kill all of these creatures. He has to go pretty low on life, but probably not low enough to do that. Yeah. Kill that, actually. Okay. Interesting. You have some other nasty... Yeah, now you do kill everything. You do indeed. We have 6 mana. I mean, I guess playing Ixali's Keeper can put some pressure on my opponent here, but not really. I mean, I'll have to block. So it doesn't do a ton. I don't think I'm going to play it. I mean, I guess I get another turn if I do. I get another turn anyway, though, because of Bright Reprisal. So let's just aim for getting an extra turn with Bright Reprisal. Okay, good. Now their 2/3 can attack, which is less than ideal. Okay. So I'm actually going to declare a block first so I can prevent some of the damage, because if I use Bright Reprisal now, my opponent will kill a Danto Vanguard. So, I mean, they're going to kill him anyway, but now I have at least preventing 2 damage here. Get out of here. New Horizons. That's what I wanted. I guess I should have probably blocked that in retrospect. Interesting. Okay, well, that's going to buy me a little bit of time, I think. Oh, no, it won't. I'm dead either way. Yeah, so we'll scoop. 5 life is not enough because of Prosperous Pirates. Yeah, we got owned that game. Our opponent's at 6 life, but that's because they paid 14 to kill 2 of my permanents, not because I did anything. Does Slash of Talon seem good here? I don't know, but I kind of don't like Queen's Commission in my deck with my Sword Tooth. It doesn't seem smart. He had like 1x1 that Encampment Keeper could block. I mean, the Altasaur can block a ton of things, which doesn't hurt, I guess. Yeah, let's go with the Altasaur. Yeah, going up against Vana is not what you want to be doing. I haven't played against. This is my first time having that joy. Well, that's a mulligan. Okay, this is a keeper. I don't have any green mana, man. Like, I'd like you, but I think I need to draw a forest first. I mean, yeah, the Emissary can help me, but... Is our curve just too awkward? That's sort of what it feels like so far in this draft. Hey, we drew forest. Now, I guess I kind of wish I'd kept Ranging Raptors, but I do have Emissary of the Sunrise, which is pretty good. And I think I play it first because it's just going to be a scarier attacker no matter what, basically. Okay. Well, we do have a Merfolk, so I think I'm actually just going to leave this on top of my library. And in my turn. All right, well, he can't block anyway, so... we'll attack. I guess with a decent amount of Explore I have, Grim Captain's Call would have been a little better than I was thinking. Altasaur. No, you can go in my graveyard, buddy. I know I just sided you in, but... Pirate, I'm guessing, is what they're going to choose here. Okay. Might as well attack. Your guy can't block. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to play the Jade Guardian now. I'm going to put this here. And I'm going to attack for 7 that my opponent really probably doesn't want to block. Okay, that's surprising to me. What are they about to do that they're willing to block like that? I'm a little scared now. Usually if your opponent's like, yeah, I'm going to chump block, it's because they're going to like blow up the whole board anyway, right? Oh, God. Okay, no, they're not. Surprisingly, they are not blowing up the whole board. Okay, well, I'm going to attack with my Wayfinder and play Ixalan's Keeper. Guess they could have a trick here. No? What are they doing? Oh, they probably have that card that lets them get back 2 pirates from their graveyard. That is probably what it is. March of the Drowned or whatever. Grim Captain's Call isn't good in this situation because all he has is pirates, so that's not what it is. Getting Aegisaur in play and then playing Raging Swordtooth would be nice. Yeah, that is what it is. Okay. Oh, good, Vana. Our opponent is at 14, and they're going to be lower than that by the time we are done with our turn, I think, but that's not what you want to see. Oh, that makes things a little harder. Yep. He can trade now, at least. I mean, at least for him. It's not good for me. Yeah, so I'm going to attack with my 4/4. I am willing to trade. Oh, they're just going to take that one. Okay, interesting. I'm going to play my Blossom Dryad, which means I can at least cast Bright Reprisal. And if I draw a land, I can actually play Bellowing Aegisaur, which I'm not sure which I want to do more since my opponent is about to play. Oh, he can't actually play. Oh, is Magana Pirate? No. Now they can play Magana on their next turn, though. So I keep calling him Magana. It's freaking Vana. I hate myself. Anyway, I think we attack with our 4/4 again. See what happens. We have Snapping Sailback now, which is pretty nice. I kind of doubt our opponent attacks us, but it is another big creature, if nothing else. We drop our opponent to 6, which is good. And yeah, we'll leave up mana for Bright Reprisal and for Snapping Sailback here. Whichever one makes more sense is what we'll do. You gonna bring the Thunder with your flyer? No, just your Menace, dude. Interesting. Should I play Snapping Sailback and double block this thing? I think I should. It doesn't matter if he kills one of them. He'd have to kill both of them. So opponent does have 5 cards in their hand, so things could go wrong here for sure. But actually, I guess double blocking with anything would have been fine because then I could use Bright Reprisal if he uses a trick. Do you have a way to stop me? Yeah, that's not going to do it. Okay. I think I attack with both my 4s here. I could just attack with everything, really. I mean, they can only block 3 things. And we get in for lethal, unless they have something really nasty, but that's okay. Should I leave my Dryad back? I'll just play the Tishana's Wayfinder, so I don't think I need to leave the Dryad back. Nah. Okay, Magic Online. There you go. Did it. Attack with everybody. Okay, well, that was all we needed to do. Almost bluffed me out of it, but... Do we want Crushing Canopy? We only saw one flyer. I kind of forgot to look at my green sideboard cards. Yeah, I don't think we change anything. I think we do leave in the Altasaur, even though we ended up just like putting him in the bin, but he's he'll do some stuff. He'll lock our opponent down on the ground at least. Hey, 2-drop and 2 4-drops. I think that's okay. The goal is to get my opponent low enough that when they draw Vana, look, I said the name right, it doesn't do anything basically. He can't. I mean, he could have played it there. I was kind of surprised he didn't because at least it has lifelink, so it would make it hard for me to swing for lethal. But that's okay. All right, keeper it is. All right, so we're gonna bash. I don't have anything else to do this turn, so I guess if he uses a removal spell, I would consider using Sheltering Light. Too bad, because our opponent hasn't done anything yet, so playing a another creature there would have been nice. So I play my Paladin or my Guardian? That's the question. Damn it. I did not want that to be a 3/3, but it's not a huge deal. Especially now that I do freaking Slash of Talons. What did they reveal, by the way? Headstrong Brute. Also does not die to Slash of Talons alone. I'm going to play Paladin of the Bloodstained. And in my turn... Next turn we can play the Jade Guardian and leave up Slash of Talons and set up like a block with my Vampire. These do both have Menace, but... You know. Okay. Oh, well. Now I think we just play this. Do I want Tishana's Wayfinder? I guess the answer is sure. It's not like the most exciting thing, but it's not bad either. I'm going to attack with my 3/2. My opponent wants to trade. I am happy to allow them to. Nope. Drop them to 15. Have mana. I should have lifted up 2 white mana. That was some good play there. Because if I don't have Slash and Sheltering Light. Are they all 5 colors? I think they're all 5 colors. Okay, yeah, that stops me attacking for now. Okay, so we're going to play our Wayfinder, and we're going to tap our mana. I'm smarter this time. I don't really need you, Blossom Dryad. I guess you would let me play my Aegisaur, but so would a land. So there's like a lot of other things I would be happy to draw. So I'm going to throw the Dryad in the graveyard and in my turn. So Slash of Talons works pretty well here because I can use it and then block to kill the pirates if that's what has to happen. I'm a little scared with all the mana our opponent has, but I hope it doesn't hit. Oh, it did. We're both getting +1/+1 counters on like all of our explorers. Have either of us not gotten a +1/+1 counter off of an explorer? I'm not sure we have. Okay. Okay. I think that... I think playing Glorifier of Dusk is going to be like the best thing I can do here. But I'm leaning towards attacking here, and if he decides to block with like this or whatever using Sheltering Light, and if he doesn't block, I get in for 3. So let's attack with our 3/2 first striker, and then if he does that, I'll just play Jade Guardian and pump this, which is fine. Not as good as the Glorifier. but it's fine. All right. Jade Guardian. Now my 4/4 is going to be the biggest thing out there, which is nice. We've had this like every game and haven't actually cast it. Like 6 mana is apparently impossible to get to. Yeah, they're going to start raiding probably. Yep, that's raid. That's what that is. Ooh, that's big. Wow, why didn't you play all that? I guess you weren't planning on attacking with any of it anyway, is why. Yeah, there's another one. Fathom Fleet Firebrand. That's the one that does 2 damage to something. Well, that kind of sucks, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, well now we play our Glorifier. And I think we just end the turn. But now we have a large flyer, basically. 6 mana, come on. Get me to 6 where I can pump this whole board. Oh no, that's what he got. Fathom Fleet Firebrand. The one that does 2 damage, I think it has Firebrand in its name too, but it's not exactly that card. Hello, okay. I'm gonna pay 2 life to give this flying. I'm not gonna give it vigilance. That just doesn't seem important enough on this board to me. So I'm gonna attack. Does our opponent block? Looks like they do. We have Sheltering Light if they try something tricky here. They don't though. They just lose their dude. And then we do tap out for this, which can be a little scary. I think it's worth it though. We're gonna play Bellowing Aegisaur. And now we can attack with that too, and our opponent's just like, I really can't block. So, because if they do, they pump my whole board, and that is not ideal for them. Okay, they're gonna get both of those back. What's gross is I can use Sheltering Light to save him and pump my whole team once, which is pretty nice. Okay, so I'm going to pay 2 life to give this flying. And I am going to attack with my Aegisaur and my Glorifier. Opponent just takes it, which is fine with me. So now we're going to have mana up for Sheltering Light, and we're going to add 2 more creatures to the table. Oh, not if I tap like that, we aren't. Yeah, so Ixalan's Keeper and Raptor Companion. That is a lot of creatures. We're 2 mana away from being able to use that. Okay, Vana. Siren Lookout. So the bad news is Vana can kill our Bellowing Aegisaur. The good news is our opponent's at 8. So if they do, they're going to put themselves in not the best situation. The question is, do I attack with my Aegisaur here? I may just attack with everything. I only have one thing that has 4 power. Other than these. And now we're at 7 mana. It makes me wish I had that Blossom Dryad, because that would get pretty close to just winning me the game. No, this has first strike. There's no reason to do that. So we're going to attack. I need to give it flying before I let my opponent do anything. Does the opponent just go to 1 here? No. They go to 5. So, in my turn, I have Sheltering Light ready to go if we need it. Okay. Well, okay. I think they're just trying to raid, and if they're not, it's whatever. I'm just going to double block. Yeah, he's just going for raid. One pirate out of the way. He can't block anyway, so... So our opponent has... Playing this does create some issues because it's like the amount of damage I do just isn't as relevant. I mean, my opponent can gain life, which is a real problem. Why do you have 2 flyers now? What's your deal, man? So he has 5 toughness worth of flyers. So if I attack with this after doing this, it will be a 9/9, which will be 4 damage in the air. Yeah. And we can do it. We can do that, but is it worth it? Probably, I guess. Not having the mana up for Sheltering Light scares me a little bit because of Vana. Our opponent can't use it right now, though. They would just kill themselves. And they could use it in response if they have enough life. I suppose the problem is that he can attack next turn. He's going to go to like 1 here or whatever, and then he can attack next turn. And yeah, I can block it, but then he can pay his life. But he's not going to have a lot of life. I mean, that's not going to work either for him. So I think we just go for it here. We're just going to go like this. And I think I attack with the Aegisaur again. I think I can hold off my opponent well enough that I don't need to... I don't need to worry about the other stuff. So yeah, we'll attack with both of these. He can block with Vana just to gain life, but yeah, he's got to double block that. He is going to block with Vana just to gain life. Oh, that's kind of bad news, actually. I kind of screwed that up. Okay, so I can choose not to do any damage. It doesn't matter if I choose not to do damage to Vana, though. So... doesn't matter. I can't kill either of them. That's where having white mana would have been nice. But we do drop our opponent low enough that they still can't use Vana. And all my creatures got bigger. So, now what are they going to do? Yeah, we got there. That was interesting because at various times, you know, our victory didn't seem very likely in game 2 and 3, but we got there in the end. Have to see how the deck does in our next match. All right, we're 1-0 and going to the second match of an Ixalan Draft. I am 1-0. I think I already said that. I would like to play first. This is a pretty good hand. We actually have our red mana, which has not been the case so far. But we have Ranging Raptors to help us get our red mana. But we have a 2-drop and a 3-drop and a removal spell. That's, you know, pretty solid and limited. Ooh, vampires. Well, at least Raging Swordtooth can kill that thing, huh? So I'm going to play Solly's Keeper. Yep. Okay, well, that's going to be like impossible to block anyway. So I think I just attack with my 2/2 here. So do I play Blossom Dryad so that I can cast my Swordtooth next turn? That's probably pretty good the way my opponent's board looks. Instead of casting Ranging Raptors. Yeah. Let's do that. Maybe they'll play a Queen's, whatever, the creature token generating card. If they play another X1 here or some tokens, I'm going to be pretty happy. Okay, we're going to take 4. This will survive, but my opponent has to pay 4 to keep it alive. Come on. Make some 1/1 tokens. That is what that deck likes to do. Oh, why do you have to play 1/3 for? Whose idea was that? Jeez. Okay. Well, plan's still the same. We still kill at least that, and he has to pay 4 to keep the other thing alive, so... Oh, I should have attacked first. I guess it's... I would have killed my own keeper if I attacked first, I guess. So do you pay 4 here? I feel like you probably do. I think that's what they're thinking about. Whether or not it's worth it to go to 14 just to keep this guy alive. And they decided it was. Oh no, do you have the indestructibility trick? Oh no, you have Vampire Zeal. That'll work. But our opponent didn't claim anything with that. You know, they didn't take a card of ours away. We still have a huge dinosaur in play. Is it worth attacking here? Just offering the trade? It probably is, since I have a 5/5 with trample in play, so let's do it. Yeah. Okay. That's kind of sad, though, that I didn't get to kill any creatures. I still took a card, but it wasn't the one I wanted. Ooh, that's not good news. We take 4 here. So Bright Reprisal is not great right now. I'm going to attack. Play Ranging Raptors, and in my turn... So in the end, that ended up being... Did I end up getting 2 for 1 in the end there? No, it was a 2 for 2. But my opponent did kill a very large creature, so... Okay. I'm just going to take 4 here. Go to 7. Bishop Soldier. Okay. I think I'll be casting Bright Reprisal soon. Oh, that's pretty useful, actually. It still lets me cast Bright Reprisal, so that's nice. Yeah, I'll put it here. If I make this a 3/4, my opponent can no longer just like take it down without... He'll have to use this to pump it now. So there's that. Yeah. Well, there's black mana, which might not be a good thing for me. Yeah, they're going to use that to pump it. Should I block with my Dryad? I think I'm going to block with my Dryad. I don't really need it anymore, so make my opponent pay life. Seems like a good deal to me. Okay, drop them to 8. It's not a great deal, admittedly, but it's an okay deal. Okay. All right, that's not bad either. I can't leave up Bright Reprisal, but it's not that important, right? I don't think I want to attack. I want to make it so my opponent has to leave the Sky Marcher behind. So the Guardian's going to put the counter on itself. And I'll end my turn. Two different decks that like paying life is what we've dealt with. Our deck we have one card that likes paying life, but and it pretty much won us our game our last game in the last match. Pirate's Cutlass. That's not good news. You don't need to... Oh, you're doing it there. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, you can make it big enough to survive combat, etc. Ugh. Ugh. And then gain their life back. Next turn, I'll be able to use Bright Reprisal to kill that. Yeah, I have to block here, obviously, though. So I guess I block with my Guardian and make him pay the life at least. If I block here, I take less damage, but if I block here, he stays at 8, basically. Yeah. So they can hit me for 5 if they want to. Are they just going to trade? Ooh. I like that. Because now Bright Reprisal is actually going to do something. You're big enough to survive combat, sort of, but you're also, like, not. So this flyer is actually a problem now, too, incidentally. It can kill us. I'm just going to end my turn. Oh, that's gross. Am I just dead now? Not quite, but pretty much. I'll go to 1 here. Ugh. That's not cool. Oh, it's the same Pirate's Cutlass. That's cooler. I'm okay with that. But all my opponent has to do is untap next turn and I'm dead. Unless I draw my 1 card that can gain me life. Oh. Conservative. Now I'm not dead to me. Oh, yeah, I am. He still has 2 vampires in play. What am I talking about? Yep, we are dead. That card is so good. Like the best vampire payoff in the set for sure. It's disgusting. Slash of Talon seems fine. Looming Altasaur also doesn't seem bad, but... Crushing Canopy. He does have that 1 flyer. We didn't see any enchantments, but that flyer is obnoxious. And maybe that's a reason to bring in like Slash of Talons. No, I don't think so. He's not even always going to attack with it, so having 1 slash is probably good. We lost our first game last time, too. In worse fashion than we lost that game. We didn't do anything in our first game last time. Okay, this is a keep. We don't have any white or red mana, but Tishana's Wayfinder can help us get there. Yeah. And we have Snapping Sailback, which is always good. Good to see. Ooh, now I probably... If I draw a land, I definitely play Blossom Dryad. If I don't... I did draw a land. So we're going to play Blossom Dryad so we can flash in Snapping Sailback on turn 4. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Hopefully. It's definitely better when you can eat a creature, but if I can flash it in when my opponent has, like, nothing that can stop it, that's pretty good, too. Well, 2 of those can actually stop it. So, less ideal now. I think we still just leave. I think we still do it. If I can get my opponent to attack with this one, which is possible, then I'm in great shape because I flash this in, kill it. This is a 5/5, and now my opponent is in trouble. Okay, well, let's do this. Oh, they've got something. They've got something. Yeah, that'll do it. It is a 2-for-1, but it doesn't feel great. because my opponent has another Legion Conquistador in their hand. And we know that, yeah. Where was Sheltering Light there? I mean, I guess I was tapped out, but... By the way, it probably is better to not play your lands first when you're going to play Creature with Explore, because that way your opponent has less information about your hand. So don't do what I do, is what I'm saying. I think we play the Wayfinder. So see, now my opponent knows I still have a Plains in my hand. I mean, you know, I did have a Forest, so it doesn't really make a difference, but it can make a difference. So do I also play Inspiring Cleric? I guess I do. There's the Vanguard again. Nah. I'm gonna play my Keeper. Just leave mana up for Sheltering Light, I guess. My opponent can attack me in the sky if they want to. I'm just gonna take 3. Oh yeah, that sucks. He had one of them in his hand. I thought he only had 2, but yeah, he had 1 in his hand. That's never what you want. Okay, so I'm gonna play another one of these in my turn. Wouldn't mind my Enrage +1/+1 counter guy. He'd be great here, actually. Stop the Vanguard from attacking me altogether. We're just gonna take another 3. Hey, there's my Vanguard. I'll take it. Do I take another 3? I think I do. Then start attacking with mine. Unless my opponent plays that. Ugh, that's not good news. Yeah, that's a very, very powerful card for the Vampire deck. Even if we manage to kill it, it comes back. So, like, it's not looking great for us. We don't have, like, Ixalan's Binding or something that can exile it. No, we do not. And they have tons of vampires, so I'd have to kill a lot to make it so they can't bring him back to their hand. So, I think I'm going to do this. Take the rest. Which will drop us to 10 and our opponent to 14, assuming they make their guy indestructible. If they don't, I may use Sheltering the Light. Nah. I'd rather use it, like I need to draw my flyer who can block this. I'd rather use it to kill that and then kill it again. Could happen. I'm going to attack with my Vanguard. I actually have 8 mana now, so I can use both of these if that matters. Right now it doesn't really. Yeah, we're just gonna let them kill each other. Less vampires in play, the better, because of this freaking thing. Of course, again, I have to have a way to kill it, which we don't currently have anyway. If I knew this was in here, I would have brought in Crushing Canopy. I probably should have anyway. I guess we saw this and the other flyer, and you know, I know this is a good card for the vampire deck. So maybe bring it in would have made sense. Okay, we'll be able to play our Sword Tooth now. So that's something. I think I'm going to attack with a few things here. See if I can get some additional value. I guess I'll play this first, though. Yeah. And then, yeah, so I'll attack with this, with this, with this. Okay, so those are going to die now. I mean, these are both going to die when I play my Sword Tooth. But that means if we manage to kill this thing, it won't be able to come back right away. We have to draw like the perfect card, but hey, it could happen, right? There's only one vampire in play now. But we're dead to Deathless Ancient next turn. We've got to draw our removal spell or our flyer. And actually our flyer won't even do it because it doesn't always have flying. So, and I'll be at too low of life to actually give it flying without dying. So, I think, okay. Well, I have to block one of them. And we lose. I probably should have used Sheltering Light there, I guess. Just to, I'm going to be really mad if my one of my next cards is exactly what I needed. It's not. So we would have been dead anyway. All right, well, we didn't win our second one. We'll try to win our third one, though. All right, we are 1-1, looking to try to finish with some prizes here. I would like to play first, and that is a bad hand. Not off to a good start. Oh, we're going to 5. Maybe my opponent will mulligan too to make me feel a little less bad. Nope. Okay, that is reasonable. You're going on the bottom, sadly. We've got a 2-drop and a 3-drop, and 2 3-drops actually, so could be worse. It's funny we have our 1 mountain. This can help us get our white, so I might play it next over the Wayfinder. Tocatli Honor Guard. That means you just turned off my Explorer. Wow. That's a jerk move. I'm going to attack here. Just to, if only to bluff. If my opponent blocks it, then it's whatever. Yeah, they're going to block it. If they just took 2, that would have been better for us, I think. But I am going to play Ranging Raptors here. Since my Wayfinder is now a 3-mana 2/2, which is not what you want. I think I attack with the Raptors because if my opponent blocks it, he can't kill it, and I get to search up a land either way. So, yeah. I'm going to play tap, so I can't play my Jade Guardian or something, but I can play my Ixalan's Keeper. I'm just going to take it, which makes sense. There, I think him blocking probably would have been better for us, but at least now this is a Merfolk, so I may actually play it next turn, even though I'm not going to get anything out of it. Wow, that is an aggressive Ixalan's Binding. Yep. Oh, this actually won't do anything either. God. Well, I'm still going to play her, even though she won't do anything. Tocatli Honor Guard is shutting me down. This won't do anything. None of my cards do anything now. That's good. Ugh. Do I just play it anyway? It's a 4 mana 2/2 with hexproof. 2/2s just are so bad on this board. I'm not sure that I do. I think we would bring in Demystify, or definitely Crush of Canopies, and maybe also Demystify. Is it worth it? Nah, I mean, our opponent's not really pressuring us. If I can get rid of this before getting to play my Guardian, but let's be honest, that's not going to happen. Let's just play it. My opponent's just not going to block with that thing. Ugh. I gave it such a mediocre grade in my limited review, and I don't think it's a great card, but it just so happens that it's really good against my deck. Yeah, well, now we can't do anything. Also won't do anything. So, I mean, you know, at least he's big enough to attack into these freaking things. And that's more than can be said for a lot of the other creatures. Fleet Swallower. Wow. Okay, now I can play this. So, do I try to set up... I think I attack with 2/2 power creatures and see if I can get something here. Snipe something. Oh, I won't be able to. Never mind. Because of my opponent's freaking Tocatli Honor Guard. But we are going to play a huge creature. If only so it can double block. My opponent's probably like, wow. He's played 3 cards that the Honor Guard is good against. Maybe the Honor Guard's just better. I mean, everything with Explore is much worse. Yeah, mill the top half of my library. You can have it, man. What did you mill? Nothing that awesome. So I want to hold on to my 5/5 if I can. So I'm gonna try to triple block. If he has a trick or something, this is or a bounce spell, we're in trouble. But we're already in trouble here. So I think we have to go for the decent deal. I mean, maybe blocking with all 4 would have been better, if only because if he does bounce one of them, it would still die. No, it looks like we're taking down the fish. Yeah. Yes, we are. They actually hit mostly lands. Lorefire of Dusk is the best thing that they hit for sure. Okay. So, Swordtooth attacks. I need some fatter creatures in this matchup is what I feel like. I have to look at my sideboard, see if I have anything. Oh, God. My opponent is destroying me, and it's kind of hilarious, honestly. If I were the one with the Honor Guard in play right now and recording, I would be pretty happy that I got that on camera. It's the other way around. It's still pretty hilarious, just not good news for me. We still have plenty of time to get out of this, although the fact that that fish milled the first half of our library means we really only have like 13 turns, but that's a pretty long time, right? I mean, yeah. So, this is bad. It's probably actually going to be better here to make this a 3/3 than make this a 4/3, because if I have 2/3 power creatures, I can at least kill that thing. Yeah. Wait a second. I'm good. It's only creatures. I was going to say, did it also turn off my New Horizons? Because that would not be good. Not good. And then we're also just going to play. We're just going to play out our hand here. Because why not? Probably just going to keep bashing me with their flyers until I'm dead. Crush of Canopies is definitely coming in. No, you only have 1 Legion. Oh, they're both in your hand. We've had 2 opponents in a row have that happen to them. That kind of sucks for them. Well, I guess we don't do anything. We hold on to our slash. And we go to 14. I need some reach in my sideboard. I mean, Crush of Canopies will help with that, but... So, we do have a ton of mana, but, like, it's not really going to do that much for us. You know, even though we can use this ability right now, it's not worth it. It's definitely not worth it. Making our opponent kill us slowly in the air seems better. And they did get rid of our Glorifier of Dusk. You know, since our opponent's playing that, that kind of makes me want to run... side in my... the ritual thing that gets me back creatures of all 4 types in the format, because right now it would be awesome. I would get to draw 3 cards, no problem right now. So that's pretty cool. But they'd have to get Fleet Swallower and play again, which is certainly not a guarantee. So that has flying, but we can kill it. Oh, these lands. Not what I'm looking for. We go to 8. That's not good. Yeah, I'm just going to scoop. We don't really have a way to get out of this. That early Tocatli Honor Guard really screwed us, but our opponent might have won that game either way. But it is tempting to bring in Grim Captain's Call. That's for sure. We're definitely bringing in Crush of Canopies. Crushing Canopy, I guess is what it's called. This doesn't seem great here. It doesn't seem great in general, but it's definitely not here. All right. I'm not going to bring in Demystify 2. We only saw 1 enchantment, and I don't think... I mean, and yes, it's a very powerful one that'll basically stay in play the rest of the game, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. All right, well, we have all of our colors of manas, and a 2-drop and a 3-drop, and that's pretty good. Can we win the next 2 games? I think we could. All right, that's enough lands for now. Just give me some spells instead, please. I think I still play Ranging Raptors, probably. Do I offer a trade here? I don't think that I do. Well, I could use Sheltering Light. Doesn't really seem worth it. It's probably an okay trade, though, honestly. I don't really need this flyer in my life. Okay, well... there was no guarantee that they took the trade, but it would have been an okay trade. Play these Raptors again. Ugh, that's gross. Giving a guy flying and tapping down my other guy, not cool. Okay. I think we play New Horizons here. Could I play the Vanguard? No. I think it's fine to pump something else. I think I'll pump my Raptors. And then play my Vanguard. We can attack pretty nicely on the board right now. And really so can my ranging Raptors. So I'm sure this time they're actually going to get some things. So if I can get it coast, that's not the word I'm looking for. Coax, that's the word. A block out of my opponent here and use Sheltering Light. That's not too bad. I think I just attack with everything, though. Just bring the Thunder. We're definitely in trouble. Our opponent's hand is loaded, and we're just, like, chilling. So, using Sheltering Light's probably not going to be worth it right there. I feel like keeping my creature alive here is actually pretty good. So, just because there's no guaranteeing, we do not want that. We already have red mana. There's no guaranteeing that we have to keep drawing creatures to really keep up with our opponent here. Even though they are stuck, well, they were stuck on 3 lands. And so making it so I keep a creature and they lose one is pretty decent, I feel like. Damn it. There goes our Raptors again. The only good news about that is I can like draw a Crushing Canopy and use it at instant speed, get my guy back and block something. And get a land in the process, incidentally. So we're going to take 4 here. Ooh, yes, please. That's good news. Okay, so we're going to attack with both. Get in for 5, drop our opponent to 7. So that Sailback is going to be big, potentially. I mean, I can't block this, but I can definitely block the Weaver, make it a 5/5. So, seems pretty good to me. Damn it. Be more aggressive. You're not going to lose the race or anything. I think I still flash it in. He's probably going to play another Legion Conquistador, yeah. So flashing it in is pretty good because... because it is. No. It's pretty good because it really accelerates the race and... 2, 3, 4, 5... Oh, we only have 7 mana, actually. Okay, well, we're still attacking with everything here. If he wants to double block, he goes to 2, so... And this won't have flying anymore, for what that's worth. Ooh, that is... You have an indestructible trick like I had? No, Vampire Zeal. No! Oh, actually. First strike's going to hit him and he's not going to die. Because he's going to be a 5/5. Oh, wait, no, what am I talking about? His trigger happens, but there's no trigger for it. So, yeah, that doesn't work out for me. That may be the turn that turns this game all the way into our opponent's favor. It was already headed that way, but... Vampire Zeal has gotten me a few times today. It is a good trick, especially if you have vampires. At least you put up more of a fighting game too here. I think if I were him, I would, yeah, just drop me to 6. Take me all the way down to 6. Means indestructible isn't really something I can do. Okay, that's actually pretty good. It is a 3/3 on a board with a bunch of 2/1s, so that's something. And I guess it's probably just worth it to attack here, honestly. I probably should have done that first. If my opponent just trades, then we trade. Yeah. Not a great trade, obviously, because it's a card he drew off of his other Conquistador, but it's an okay trade. We could still pull this one out, actually. I mean, our opponent has 4 cards in their hand. And probably removal. They haven't had to use much of it. You don't have flying either. Good news. Okay. Well. Now we're in trouble. We need to draw something there. So I think I just take the 3 here and hope. Now I have to really hope. What could I possibly draw? Oh, that will do it, I think. No, it won't. I'll get this back. I'll be able to block 2 creatures, but that's still 4 power getting through. Darn. All right, well, we tried. So 1 and 2 this time around. Not as good as my 3-0 in the last draft, but my record is already looking a lot better than it did in the last format. So hopefully we can continue to have a decent record and not post too many of these 1-2s. So thanks for watching. Don't forget my content sponsored by 5colorcombo.com. It's a great site for Magic accessories, Magic content, and you can use my discount code there, Ixalan5, to get a 5% discount.